So I'm going to go to my Procreate app, and today I decided we were going to draw a surfboard with a hibiscus flower because we visited Hawaii this week, and this is the picture that inspired me. And I just like the hibiscus flower because it's graphic and it's presented in a lot of art, Hawaiian shirts, surfboards, you name it. And it's sort of a simple flower, and at first I just practiced this shape. I just practiced drawing this shape, and it's 5 petals, and I'll do this and then we'll go and we'll start a blank canvas. So I did that first, and I sort of practiced that shape a few times, and then I tried to do it on my own, and I'll show you the process that I came up with. First I'll show you, this is where I started practicing the shape, and it's not really that good. I did this one. You can see my process where I practice things, and then I did this one, which is a little better, and then I had fun sort of making a Hawaiian shirt with the hibiscus flowers on there. Maybe that will inspire you. And then I went and found a shirt so I could outline it and get the shape of the shirt right. But right now I want to just go and start a blank canvas, and we're going to do the surfboard. So a surfboard looks sort of like a very elongated football. Now there's one side, and then the top has a point, but let's just do the other side like this. So it's not a real long surfboard. And then I'm not sure I got the top just right, so I'm going to erase a little bit until I get the shape how I think it should be. So that's a little better. No, actually, okay, let's go back and just make this a little more rounded. And then the bottom would be sort of like this. And you know, I like to show you that my work is not perfect either. And sometimes I make mistakes and go back and erase until I get it right. But there's a basic shape of a surfboard, which isn't perfect, but I'm okay with that. So if you're using a pencil, that's good. You might want to use a pencil first and then go back and use a marker at the end. I'm just showing you this is the easiest way for me to demonstrate is with this app that I use. So I'll show you out here on the side the shape of a hibiscus flower, and like I said, I had to practice it a few times. It has 5 petals, and they sort of go like this, where you do the first 3. That's the first 3 petals, and then I go back and do the inside of them like that. And the reason I do it is because I want to do the stamen, which comes out like this, and this is which holds the little seed pods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the other 2 petals, we're just gonna, one of them kind of goes behind there, and then it comes around like this. And then I do the inside of those 2 petals. So that is the basic shape of a hibiscus flower. And it's not perfect, and if I drew 10 of them, each one of them would be different. So let me go and do another hibiscus flower for you. So we're going to start with 3 petals on the left, sort of like this. It's almost like a heart, but not exactly like a heart. So that's the first 3 petals on the left, and then I'm going to do sort of a little star shape inside. Then I'm gonna do this shape, which is this I believe it's called a stamen, and it's this little stem that holds the seed pods. So, and it has 5 little seeds, or at least that's the way I've seen it shown. Then the other 2 petals would be sort of out here and take up the rest of the flower. And then the inside of that would be like that. So that is a hibiscus. I'll actually do it one more time quickly. So 1, 2, 3, and leave room for the other 2. Do the inside of the flower like this, then do the stamen, and it gets narrower at the top, and then it has 5 little seeds. And then let's do the other 2 petals, and I'm going to start behind the stem to do part of that petal because that's just how it ended up. And then the other 2 petals of the flower out here, and then the inside of it. So that is the shape of a very stylized hibiscus flower. Now I'm going to do a big one here, and I'm just sort of doing it like the picture I showed you that inspired me. I'm going to do the shape here, and it's not going to be exactly like any of my other ones. They're all going to be a little bit different, and that's okay. So the 3 petals, then the star shape inside, and then I'm going to do the stem, and it gets tiny at the end. I think it's called the stamen. 5 little seeds, and then the other petal, the other 2 petals are out here like this. So again, if I did 10 of them, they would all be a little different, and yours will not be exactly like mine, but I sort of had fun doing this, and I hope you have fun drawing this too. And then let's do a little one up here. 1, 2, 3. Then let's do the inside by going inside of each petal, and then let's do the stamen and the seeds and the other 2 petals. I'm going to start behind that stamen and do 1 petal, 2 petals, and then I'm going to do the inside of the flower. And then I'm going to go down here and do 1 more down here. I'm going to do it as if I could only see half of the flower. Some of it's not showing, sort of like that, and maybe the stem or the stamen came out there, and then the inside of the flower. So that's a very simplified drawing of hibiscus. I'm gonna clean this line up a little bit up here where it's kind of messy. Now if you're using pencil at this point, I mean, you can start going over your lines, whichever shape. You know, I say you should sketch your lines first and then go over them with a darker pen or pencil once you're happy with the shape. And then, so I'm just cleaning up those lines a little. Then I decided I want to do kind of a vertical, kind of a diagonal stripe like this. And I want to do some leaf shapes that were similar to what I saw in the picture that inspired me. You know, I just like doing leaf shapes in the background. And then a little bit up here, leaves, leaflets. It's called a leaflet when there's a bunch of them. And then let's see, where do I need some more? Maybe just up here. And then, okay, and then I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna color mine in quickly, but that's the basic design. At this point, you can start coloring. You know, for tropical flowers, I like to use oranges. I like to use pinks. This might be almost, no, I don't like that color. Maybe a yellowish orange in here. And then I like to mix up the colors, and maybe a pink down here. And then I want to repeat those colors and start filling in where I've missed some areas. So where can I repeat? Let's say my pink needs to go, I need some pink up here. And I like to zoom in, and I'm working way faster than you are because you don't have this app like I do. And then I'm going to use, what do I need to use? I need to use some yellow in the bottom down here. I like to repeat colors and move them around. I always think pink, yellow, and orange look good. You may want to use red. I like red with a light blue. Let's see, what color should I make my big flower? I think it's going to be this bright orange color. And then that one sort of ended up being yellow because it wasn't connected, but that's okay. I like that. And then I'm going to decide to use my dark orange down here. Then I'm going to do some green, and I'll be just about done. I think I want to use a light green in my leaves. And again, I realize that I'm working super fast, and you can't work this fast, but I have the ability in class to pause the video and let you catch up. And it doesn't even hurt to leave some areas white. I'm going to try that green and see if I like it. Yeah, I think I like it better when it was white. Okay, and let me finish up my leaves. There's a few things I forgot here. So at this point, you decorate your surfboard and your flowers however you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat, whatever blows your skirt up, as they say. And then I'm going to, let's see, what else do I need? I need to do the inside of that flower didn't get colored. And let's see, I sort of like that. And I'm going to go ahead and sign my name. It's my hibiscus. Surfboard. And I told you my cheat about making letters all different. I don't really like that. I'm gonna try that word again. It's so long. But I told you how I just make letters that don't line up because it sort of makes it easy, and it's just a fun way to write words. And I like to use cursive too, and we may go over that in another class. Sign my name, and there you have it. There's my surfboard with stylized Hawaiian hibiscus flowers.